everybody, it's Lyssah with Mama Wears Many Hats. I was trying to go live, and apparently I don't understand YouTube enough yet to do that, so I'm recording from my phone. I'm not going to be editing this one, I'm just going to be putting it up. As you may have noticed, if you're part of the 5 people who are actually watching the videos, I missed yesterday. And I'm sorry about that. We did end with a dance party, and I will try and put up a couple of little clips of that. But I'll be honest, mamas, I don't know if anyone else is kind of feeling this right now. We actually started our quote quarantine. FYI, he's not sick. He's drooling crazy right now and kind of choking on this drool. So we started our quarantine. When did we start our quarantine? I guess we started our quarantine about, not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. My daughter had a cold or was exhibiting some coughs and stuff like that. And so we canceled our plans and stayed home. So we've been home now for over a week and a half. And I don't know if you've, I know this is kind of our life normally, we're normally home for, because I work from home and stuff like that, but being home and not going anywhere, being home and not really getting out, it can be a little overwhelming. Plus it's been rainy here most days, except for the 2 days where I was like, look, we're outside. So my kids have been going a little stir crazy, and I don't know about you guys, but it's, when you're home, it's, I can't even think, guys. I can't even think straight right now. This is FYI, #unfiltered. This is real life right here. Something I haven't shared with a lot of people is that about a month and a half ago, I was diagnosed with postpartum depression. And so I've been doing really well with that. But something about yesterday, I just started kind of feeling meh again. And it was a little overwhelmed. So I just decided to, spend some with my family and not document that. And just because sometimes you just don't need the extra pressure. So all that to say is, if I'm learning anything during this season of intentional homebodiness and whatnot, it's going easy on myself. And so I just want to share that. I want to be real about it. And I did want to also talk about today, because today is now day 7, and that is Acts of Random Kindness. And what we're doing today is I'm just being intentional with, mostly with Caden, because Evie's not quite old enough to understand it, but I'm having them serve each other. So Caden will carry Evie's tray to the table or her plate, and Evie will hand something to Caden. We're just trying to be very intentional about that. I'm also looking for ways that I can serve my husband and different things. So really, I just want to encourage you guys to find ways that you can bless your family members, find ways that you can bless a neighbor. I actually was invited by a friend recently to a Facebook group. It's based in North Dakota. And one of the things they're all doing is putting hearts in their windows and doing that as a reminder that we're all in this together, and to remind people that there are others out there and they're not alone. And so that in itself is kind of a random act of kindness. Another thing I've seen in some local neighborhoods is people are putting teddy bears in windows so that parents and moms can walk around with their kids and still be practicing social distancing, but kind of go on a little teddy bear scavenger hunt in their neighborhood. So if you're local, you can do stuff like that as well. Find ways to encourage and serve one another. It doesn't have to be, even though we're practicing social distancing and self-isolation and things like that, it doesn't mean that we're socially isolating from one another and from showing love to each other. So that's really, I guess, what I wanted this video to be today, is an encouragement. Simple, sweet, easy, no intro, no outro. Just love each other. Give people around you a sign that they're not alone. If you have an elderly neighbor, drop a note on their porch, a card, spray it with Lysol as you're walking away, and let them read it and be encouraged. I know some neighborhoods are putting up Christmas lights to remind each other that we're not alone. If you're driving by and you see your neighbor's garbage can has been tipped over or something like that, pick it up. This is a time where we can really look after each other. If you check your local HIP pages, which is happening in places, I think is what it stands for, and see, does anyone in your area need anything? Can you drop off a couple rolls of toilet paper to someone? Are there any areas that are people that you might have close to you that are struggling? Just put feelers out there. You can find it, and I'm sure that we can find it. We can still meet one another's needs. That's it. This little guy's also teething, drooling like a crazy man, and so we're also dealing with that. Anyway, I love you all. I know that this is going to be a challenging time potentially, but it can also be a time. My husband said something today that was really profound, and he said, you know, this time is either going to bring out the best in you or the worst in you. And I really want to believe that this time is going to bring out the best in most of us. So ask yourself, when you're getting potentially frustrated because you can't find something you want at a store, or you're feeling stir crazy like I've been feeling, you know, ask yourself, am I going to live up to my best, or am I going to live down to my worst? And let's all agree to aim for the best, okay? So that's it. Love each other. Be kind. Be courteous. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I promise tomorrow we'll be back to normal videos. This weekend has just been me needing a little breather. But hey, I mean, I kind of jumped into the deep end. Vlogging, doing videos every day in like my first like 2 weeks of YouTube. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, but it's good. All right. Bye guys.